Good morning, students. Welcome to Silver Bells Mansarovar Online Education. Myself, Vinod Trivedi. Today, we are going to discuss Manufacturing Industries, chapter number 30. Students, in this period, we will see our industry. Okay, so let us start. The process in which man can change the natural resources into usable condition according to his intellectual, cultural and economic capacity is called industry. First of all, you should know what is industry. Industry means that you can utilize resources for your utility and as per your intellectual, cultural and economic capacity. Suppose before many years the economic position of Arabian country was not so good, even though having good natural resources with them in past time also, but because of intellectual attempt they could take out mineral oil and they sell all around the world, we can say, and by this way they earn foreign exchange and Arabian countries they became rich. But before, what was that? Before many years they were not so good in position because they didn't know what they have, and if suppose they knew about that but they didn't know how to utilize it. But once they became aware of that and they started to use and they sold afterwards and they become rich. So this is what whatever resources are we have, but suppose we do not have knowledge of how to utilize it, as well as sometime we know it but we do not have economic capacity. Okay, that is also one question. And sometime our cultural heritage does not allow to do this thing. कभी कभी कुछ चीज़ें ऐसे होती है कि हमारे पास आजू बाजू बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज हैं। अरेबियन कंट्री की बात नहीं, साउथ अफ्रीका की अगर बात की जाए तो वहाँ भी एक पोजीशन अभी भी वहाँ है, कुछ ऐसे कंट्री वो पुअर कंडीशन में, उनके पास अच्छी फेवरेबल एग्रीकल्चर फेवरेबल लैंड भी है पर टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है, इंटेलेक्चुअल मीन्स नॉलेज नहीं है और इकोनॉमिक कैपेसिटी नहीं है, तो उसमें से वो अच्छा मुनाफा नहीं कमा सकते और पुअर रहते हैं। तो यहाँ ये चीज़ समझने की, और कभी कभी कुछ काम करने के लिए हमारा जो कल्चर हमको अलाउ नहीं करता। कभी हमको बहुत सारे बिजनेस जैसे होते हैं, बहुत सारी इंडस्ट्री ऐसी डाली जा सकती है पर एज पर समटाइम रिलीजियस पर्पज पीपल दे नॉट डू दिस थिंग। ओके, तो ये चीज़ है। फिर से मैं क्लियर करता हूँ बेटा। द प्रोसेस इन विच मैन चेंज द नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस इनटू यूजेबल कंडीशन अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज इंटेलेक्चुअल, कल्चरल एंड इकोनॉमिक कैपेसिटी इज कॉल्ड इंडस्ट्री। ओके, इंडस्ट्री क्या है आपको ये चीज़ लिखनी है। In India, the industrial tradition are found since Indus Valley civilization. At that time, India used to prepare cotton textile, clay utensils, bronze items, and beads. Up to 18th century, India was ahead in shipbuilding industry also. Make sure. Okay, up to 18th century, which country was ahead in shipbuilding industry? The name is India. India was also ahead in handicraft and cottage industries. There was a heavy demand of Indian cotton, cloth, muslin, cloth, metal utensils and ornaments. So that is why Britisher came in India. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि हमको सिर्फ खेती के अलावा कुछ नहीं आता था। We were also well advanced in management, in science and also in industry also. That is why our fame was okay reached to the England also, and that is why many trader came to India Okay, in beginning of business for trading, French came also, British are also Dutch. They came for the business purpose, but afterwards, after knowing the political instability of the India, they interfered, and they at the end of that Britishers ruled India. That was the reason. Okay. Now we are discussing about manufacturing industry, so we are be on this point. पर इन शॉर्ट एक टाइम इंडिया सोने की चिड़िया थी, तो उसका रीज़न क्या था? हमारे पास वो नॉलेज भी था और हमारे पास इकोनॉमिकल अवेलेबिलिटी थी। हमारे जो करेंसी थी वो सोना मोहर थी। तो कौन रख सकता है सोना मोहर करेंसी? जिसके पास अच्छा वेल्थ होता है वही। नाउ सी, with the beginning of industrial revolution in England, the British used to take away raw material, especially raw cotton. Okay, एक दौर आया इंडस्ट्रियल रिवॉल्यूशन का, तब ब्रिटिश ने क्या किया? वो लोग रूल करते थे इंडिया में। सो व्हाट दे डिड, ब्रिटिशर यूज टू टेक अवे रॉ मटेरियल, स्पेशली रॉ कॉटन। दे यूज टू follow the policy of selling the good manufactured in England at higher price in India, so the Indian market would collapse. This damaged the textile industry and the Indian craftsmen of India heavily. Okay, already you have learned in your 8th standard, okay, about this thing, and that what they did. Okay, a Britisher took cotton from us at a very cheap level, and they sold at a higher level, higher value in England, and by this way they became prosperous. Okay, now next, importance of industry. Okay, for any country, industries is the base for any country's economy. Okay, so importance of industry. Today the existence of nation depends only on the development of industries. Economic level upment without the industrial progress will be impossible. It means without industry, any country cannot get development, economical development. Those countries which have developed more industrially have strengthened their economy equally. Countries like United States of America, Russia, Japan, South Korea are prosperous and developed nation on the basis of their industrial development. Students, जो डेवलप्ड कंट्री है जिसका नाम अभी डेवलप में आता है, हम मैक्सिमम प्राइमरी सेक्टर में, हम आगे आपने पढ़ा व्हाट इज प्राइमरी सेक्टर, सेकेंडरी सेक्टर एंड टर्सर या सर्विस सेक्टर वी कैन से। तो जो लोग, मतलब इंडिया जैसे कंट्री अभी भी है कि बहुत सारे लोग एग्रीकल्चर में जुड़े हुए हैं। डेवलप कंट्री में बहुत कम परसेंटेज में लोग एग्रीकल्चर में जुड़े हुए हैं। उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम एग्रीकल्चर में जुड़े हैं तो पुअर है, पर हमारे पास ऐसी इंडस्ट्रीज नहीं है जो दूसरे देशों के पास है। वो टेक्नोलॉजी आज भी हमारे पास नहीं है, वरना हम टेक्नोलॉजी के बलबूते पे बहुत सारा फॉरेन एक्सचेंज कमा सकते थे। और आज अमेरिका जैसे जो देश है वो क्या करते हैं, उनके पास एग्रीकल्चर फेवरेबल लैंड भी है, पर उनका फोकस सिर्फ वो चीज़ों पे नहीं है, उनका फोकस इंडस्ट्री भी है। आज हर जगह पे सपोज आईटी सेक्टर ले लो या सपोज वेपन की बात की जाए, अमेरिका क्या करता है 2 3 4 साल के बाद उसके पास बहुत सारा, मतलब कि आर्म्स उसने इकट्ठा करके रखा है। ओके, बहुत सारे वेपन्स इकट्ठे करके रखे, टेक्नोलॉजी वाले वेपन्स। फिर कभी वो उसका शक्ति परीक्षण करता है, अलग अलग तरीके से शक्ति परीक्षण करता है। कभी उनकी जो आर्मी है वो प्रैक्टिस करती होती है, या कभी कोई छोटा मोटा वॉर कर देता है, जिससे पता चलता है कि अमेरिका के पास इतना हाईटेक टेक्नोलॉजी वाले वेपन्स है। तो दूसरे दो कंट्री क्या करते, भागते हैं उसके पीछे कि भाई हमें दो हमें दो। ओके, तो जो जनरेशन अमेरिका के पास अब मतलब कि उससे नई जनरेशन आ गई है, और एवरेज लेवल की उनके हिसाब से जो जो वेपन्स की जनरेशन है वो दूसरे देशों के बेचता है और अच्छा फॉरेन एक्सेस कमा लेता है। तो ये मोनोपोली वाला बिजनेस है। ओके, तो इंडस्ट्री ये चीज़ ऐसी है कि इंसान अपना दिमाग से, या कोई देश वहाँ के जो स्कॉलर लोगों के दिमाग से बहुत सारा इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट कर सकता है। ओके, और ये चीज़ खास डेवलप्ड कंट्री में देखी गई है। देखते हैं अगेन, the countries which have developed more industrial have strengthened their economic equally. Countries like United States of America, Russia, Japan, South Korea are prosperous and developed nations on the basis of their industrial development. The countries where industries are either not developed or less developed are not capable to harness the natural resources as industrial raw material. They have to sell their natural resources at cheaper price and purchase the thing made of the same raw material from foreigner at higher price. Higher price, yes. ये बात है, कभी कभी हमारे पास वो चीज़ होती है, रॉ मटेरियल हमारे पास होता है, पर वो रॉ मटेरियल में से अच्छी चीज़ बना नहीं सकते, तो हम क्या करते हैं, हमारा रॉ मटेरियल बहुत कम पैसों में बेच देते हैं, बराबर, और उसके पैसे ज़्यादा नहीं मिलते, और फॉरेन में जाके हमारा रॉ मटेरियल की चीज़ वो फॉरेन में जाके वो बनाता है और इम्पोर्टेड बोली जाती है, और वहाँ से हम हायर प्राइस में परचेज करते हैं। तो दिस इज़ वॉट, हम बेचते हैं बहुत कम पैसों में और परचेज करते हैं बहुत हाई रेट में, और वो देश उनके पास वो रॉ मटेरियल आपके पास से लेके जा रहा है और आपको हाई प्राइस में बेच रहा है। सो दिस इज द थिंग, they have to sell their natural resources at cheaper price and purchase the thing made of the same raw material from foreigner at higher price. Manufacturing industry contribute about 29 percentage of national production of India. Okay, it can be asked, manufacturing industry contribute about dash of national production of India. So answer is 29 percentage. Okay, now so next, the administrative policy of British rule broke the backbone of Indian industrial structure. Okay, as we know, Britisher what they wanted that they got the raw material at cheap rate. Okay, and they can make product from the raw material. They can sell in India, not only in India but also all around the world. Okay, so that is why the policy, administrative policy of British rule broke the backbone of Indian industrial structure. During slaver period, industries with modern method could not be started in India. Okay, because of there was a slaver period. Okay, गुलामी का टाइम था. In 1853, the first industrial complex of iron furnace based on charcoal was founded. Okay, charcoal, but it failed. So what happened in 1853? The first attempt, first trial complex of iron furnace based on charcoal was founded, but it failed. First successful attempt was made in 1854 in cotton textile industry. Okay, and which was successful. Okay, uh, first successful attempt was made in 1854 in cotton textile industry. In 1854, cotton textile industry was established. Then, thereafter, a jute mill was established in 1855 at Risra near Kolkata. Okay, jute mill was established in 1855 at Risra near Kolkata. Why I am repeating? Because it will be asked in match the following. Okay, in 1874, a factory was founded at Kulti for making iron ore, which was closed after few years. It was started in 1881. Okay, restarted. It was again start. Okay. Again, I am repeating. In 1874, a factory was founded, Kulti, for making iron, which was closed after few years. Okay, it didn't sustain, but afterwards, there was restarted in 1881. Then in 1907, a new dimension was provided with the founding of Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur. Okay, and in 1907, Tata Iron and Steel Company was established at Jamshedpur. So this was, we can say, the slaver period. So Indian industrial structure didn't get much development, but afterwards, we also started after independence. Okay, gradually we got development also. Student, by this way, uh, we are completing over here this introduction of the chapter, classification of industries, and different agro based and all industry will be discussed in next video. Okay, student, keep preparation, and suppose if you have any question, any query, then call me. Thank you. Have a nice day.